Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to mighty Akim wa Akwathiam, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. This is Brother Kyle Cop coming at you with another lesson. And today, I really want to talk about, bullying, all right? So, the inspiration to do this video was actually from this video, this channel that I watch. They basically went into this one woman who was streaming Street Fighter 5, terrible game by the way, and she was losing to this Ryu player, and the Ryu player taunted her, and then she got mad, and then she asked her husband, who is a very good player, to beat him for her because she taunted. I guess under normal circumstances she would play by herself, she would accept losses and whatnot, but in the event that I guess someone pisses her off, then she's gonna say, okay, well, can you do this for me, or you teach me, you do X, Y, and Z. All right. And I thought that in this instance, this is a very funny thing, as well as the fact that this is also very spiritual, as I'm going to show you how it's spiritual and how it ties into the Israelites today. Not saying that she's an Israelite, but this situation. Okay, so let's watch the clip right quick.
Okay, so she's playing the Ryu player.
Did he just taunt me?
All right, so right there in the first instance, he just I guess got some distance, and then he taunted her. All right, I guess, sure, if you want. So let's continue.
She said he just taunted me.
My face. He does that again. I'm handing you the controller.
And I think she's talking to her husband. So he taunts again, and then right there she hands the controller to her husband. You can see this Ryu had 9 wins, like a 9-win streak going on.
You're gonna eat it and say goodbye to your 9-win streak. Nunez Luna.
She said that's what you get for getting rude, and now you can tell the skill level went completely up, and her husband is whooping that ass.
Oh, Slakia, right quick, I just want to make mention, so we can clearly see if that little thing can go away. Over there on the top right, the V up there. So basically, he was up, he was winning, okay, and he taunted. All right, so and that's the main thing I really want to get into this, and how I am explaining this as bullying. Number one, he is clearly the better player as the woman, not the guy who's playing now, and because he was the better, and that's usually what people do in fighting games. What they will taunt only when they're, for the most part, when they realize that they are the better player. They realize that, okay, well, I can do this, and there are no repercussions to it. There are no repercussions to it because I'm the better player. I have the power in this situation. I have the power in these with this person. All right. Now let me get this the definition of bullying. Bullying, noun, a person who habitually seeks to harm or intimidate those who they perceive as vulnerable. All right. So over there, as I said before, he saw that, okay, she's a bad player. Okay, I'm a better player. I can beat her. All right. Let me take this opportunity to unnecessarily, because there's no like bonus. There's no bonus or anything for taunting. There are bonuses to taunting in, I think, just one fighting game that I know of, which is Guilty Gear. But obviously, this is not Guilty Gear, and he just did it just because. All right. Now, the guy wins. It wasn't even a contest. So the thing is, in a lot of these comments, as well as the comments that he goes into, there are people that are for it. They were saying, oh, it's funny, oh, it's good, nothing too serious, blah blah blah. which I also agree with. I think it was definitely funny. I'm not against taunting as a whole, but I think that the way people taunt, it is definitely bullying, which also contributes to people, which for some games, competitively, I think it definitely contributes to some games competitively dying faster than others, because if someone is a newbie and whatnot, and they are trying to play, and someone that's better than them is just breaking them, like not only just destroying them, but taunting them, which is like also like just like there's no damage, there's no benefit to it other than just showing disrespect. All right. Because of that, a lot of I know that there are some people that just quit playing video games, which was one game developer did make mention of that. One time in his, when he said he went to an arcade, and he said he played like super hard. He was like super try hard. He was really good, and then he said, "Oh man, I got so demoralized because I saw that it was just this couple that were just trying to enjoy the game, and I ruined that experience for them." And that's a very honest thing, because if a newbie is trying to play, and then there are someone that is really good, that's just taunting them, and basically metaphorically, I guess, if you want to say that, telling them to just quit the game, you're never going to be good. Like, a lot of people, it's the norm for people to just say, okay, well then you're right, then I'm just going to quit. All right. And then a lot of games die out from that. A lot of games that I know I'm saying a lot, but there were a few games I played where that exact thing did actually happen. There was a few games where there was these, I guess, elitists that were just being like a bunch of and literally I guess taunting, in a sense, the newbies, the people that were playing, people that were trying to play, that were trying to find some friends to play with and whatnot. And it was very terrible. All right. But the thing is, I had made a comment, which I could go through all these other comments, but I'll get to my comment specifically. I made a comment basically saying that, okay, yeah, I thought that situation was funny. It is kind of funny to see, okay, well, this woman is, very like new, I guess, not that good. Apparently she had grinded from rookie all the way to silver, but in this video she's bronze, but silver. All right. And I guess her husband is guiding her through it, teaching her and whatnot, helping her to improve on her own. All right. But then it's just that one guy, that made that situation bad. And then when the Ryu player answered for it, he freaking got punished for it. That's when a whole bunch of people are freaking debating about it. Like, why is it wrong? Why is it wrong that someone who is, in all honesty, bullying, okay, that was his intention, because he saw her as a bad player, he saw her as an easy prey, he taunted her and all that stuff. He saw, okay, I'm not gonna get away. I'm going to get away with this. Okay, that's why he did it. All right, and because he had an answer to that, like just like how people say, oh, big brother, can you please play this for me? I can't beat it and whatnot. Like, there's instances. So because it's a woman who asks her husband to do it, then that's when it's a big problem. When, like, okay, slack it, because I'm not all for that feminist stuff. Obviously, being an Israelite, being in this truth, I'm obviously not going to be, a feminist and whatnot. But I definitely can put aside my biases, I guess, or whatever, just to say that, hey, wrong is wrong, right is right. All right. And in this instance, that guy was wrong. Why? Like, well, in general, people that have taunted are wrong, because there's a time and place to taunt, and against, I would say weaker players or close to beginner level players, there's no place to taunt anyone for. All right. And how this ties in to real life is because Esau loves to bully the Israelites. Okay. Let me get. I want to get that, but right quick. Let me just get into this. I thought was funny, not to be taken serious. Taunting is also is usually used to tilt someone who's already losing. Okay, like I said, if they see that they're better than them, then they're going to taunt. There have been instances, where people either taunt out of respect. People either taunt, against someone who's relative level. There's different instances where, but I don't think taunting is inherently bad. It's okay to have in the game. It's okay to tilt people, but what my problem is taunting when you're trying to, bully people. Okay. Now, as I was saying, I'm not against taunts. Just pointing out how I thought it is usually used, as well as how it was used in this case. Plus, she played him again, and oh yeah, she played him again. She played him again after her husband beat him one, because it was 2 out of 3. So her husband won and then the second game, we don't know, but she did play. Okay. Now we look at the reply. So this guy, Imperial Eagle. What a surprise! I didn't even realize that. Imperial Eagle, whatever, 8134. So she destroyed his streak for 2 taunts. She's the bully at this point. Now the thing is, how is she a bully for responding back to his provocations? Okay, like this is the thing that Esau wants to do. He always tries to flip things around and make them be something that they're not. All right, now let me go into this. Okay, Job chapter 9:4. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? First things first. Okay, the wicked are in rule. All right, the wicked are oppressing the Israelites. All right, Esau is in power, and Esau does not want to. Number one, he doesn't want to give up power. He doesn't want to give up his power. He doesn't want to give up his position of power, and he's going to do everything he can to cheat, lie, and make sure that the Israelites are kept down, which is what they're doing. Also, I heard there was this one video. Let me get it. There was this one video of this one, I think Moabite woman, who was talking about how. Oh, I literally just passed it.
Once when the individual.
Okay, over here. Okay, so let's basically well, I'll just let this is a minute video so you can hear it.
Individual pays for the goods or services, and then again when. Yes, this is really important. Asian Americans were redlined from opening businesses in white neighborhoods because white people didn't want Asian Americans operating in their neighborhoods and didn't want Asian Americans profiting off of white people. But because the positionality of Asian Americans is weaponized to oppress black people, Asian Americans were being given loans to open businesses in black communities, even though black people were not able to receive loans to open businesses in their own communities.
All right, so yeah, basically the Moabites, Ammonites, whatever, okay, they are able to open businesses only in black communities, okay, and the reason for that, okay, well, I think she explains it as well.
And as I've said before, as a result of this, black wealth is essentially paid out twice when it goes to Asian American businesses. Once when the individual pays for the goods or services, and then again when the Asian American business owner removes the profit from the community. Because usually people...
All right, basically, all right, they have to pay the payment to said communities, okay, it's not being when the Moabite and Ammonite businesses are in the black communities, the black so-called black people, Slovakia, are paying them, okay, and they're not receiving, or they're not getting back that money, or they're not seeing back that money in their community. They're giving it to another community for them to profit off of. So, and she even said that the Edomites don't want the Moabites and Ammonites, profiting off of them, but they are okay with having them profit off of the so-called Israelites, as well as the fact that the Israelites, not the so-called, are actually unable to open businesses on their own, in their own communities. All right, so right there, it's clear cut. The I guess unfairness and the clear, I guess, distinction in just them holding us back. All right. Let me get this over right here. Isaiah chapter 5 verse 20. Woe unto them that call let me not yet, Slakia. Okay, yeah, I guess. Yeah, so Proverbs chapter 17 verse 15. He that justifieth the wicked and he that condemneth the just, even they both are abomination to the Most High. Okay, so this dude is justifying that bully Ryu player, all right, as well as the fact that there are people who are justifying, okay, just like people will justify, I'm sure if you've heard, okay, will justify all the oppression that's going on with the Israelites, all right. So as a result, I should have wrote all my points down, Slovakia. Let me just get this precept then. Isaiah chapter 5 verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. All right. All these people that are saying, okay, well, yeah, it taunting. There's nothing wrong with taunting. There's nothing wrong with stopping these so-called black criminals from being able to do their evil, when in actuality the true evil ones are the Edomites that are oppressing them. All right. Proverbs chapter 3 verse 31. Okay, envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. All right. Now, the thing is, at the end of the day, all the things that's good for our enemies, our oppressors. All right, we cannot envy them. We cannot say, oh, I want to be like him and whatnot. It's lucky there was one precept. Okay, Proverbs 24 verse 19. Fret not thyself because of evil men, neither be thou envious at the wicked, for there shall be no reward to the evil man. The candle of the wicked shall be put out. My son, fear thou the Most High and the King, and meddle not with them that are given to change. For their calamity shall rise suddenly, and who knoweth the ruin of them both? Okay, a beautiful thing to note, because the thing is, you don't know how they're going to end. You don't know what's going to be the end of their story. Yeah, they might say their story might start out, oh yeah, riches, fame, whatever. Okay, all this quote unquote good stuff. Okay, but at the end of that story, okay, so to speak, it could there's gonna be death and destruction, torture, whatever. Okay, something bad, calamities and judgment, as it says, calamity shall rise suddenly. All right, and one of the things that we do know of is the nuclear destruction. Okay, after when from all these countries that fucking hate Babylon or America, whatever. All right, so that's something to look forward to. All right, we keep. Let me get that actually. Okay, we are, as we don't envy our oppressor. All right, we seek to gain. We seek to gain the kingdom. Okay. I actually did a video on this not too long ago. I believe like a few days ago. Matthew chapter 5 verse 3. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. All right, as well as let me get Matthew 6 and 19. Matthew 6 and 19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal, but lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through. Yeah, it's gonna seem like, oh, everything's all fine and dandy, all right, temporarily, but at the end of the day, okay, when all is said and done, okay, the Lord has, something planned for them. Okay, like these precepts literally go together. There's more, but I just want to go into just this. Okay, you can look at more in this chapter. But Luke chapter 6 verse 24. Well, let me just get it and then not read it. Luke chapter 6 verse 24. But woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your consolation. Okay, so what is a consolation? All right, a consolation, not constellation. It's the consolation is the comfort received by a person after a loss or disappointment. So this is, if you are rich now, then that is your consolation, like a consolation prize. Like, okay, yeah, this is second place winnings and stuff like that. Okay, you could have gotten the $500 thing for winning first place, but instead we'll give you $200. It's still good, but it's just a comfort. It's like, okay, well, you tried your best, you're not the best, you weren't chosen, or something like that. All right, which in this case, they weren't chosen to be the special people. They weren't, and then on top of being the special people, they weren't chosen to be the elect or the 1/3. All right, now, Slakia, back into the whole bullying thing. Yeah, so that's basically the thing that we honestly have to go through. And let me get this so I don't miss my place. That's the thing that we have to go through. You always see, Slakia, you always have Esau in some way or another promoting and pushing for just straight unfair wickedness. Like we need to keep these people down. We need to keep whoever it is that's not us or our people down, which it's not inherently bad, but it is bad when you're a freaking hypocrite and you're trying to say, oh, everyone is equal, everyone's this crap about being equal. They preach all this crap about fairness and equality, but in actuality it's only fairness and equality for their people. And then when you see people like this, it really just goes to show their spirit. All right, and that's another video, but that's another video I was going to talk about. But the thing is, over here, he look at what he says. Okay, well, number one, it's already spirit, an eagle. All right, or his name is an eagle. But look at the thing that he said. He literally just invalidated. Not invalidated. Like and this is what Edomites do a lot. They try to marginalize what the wickedness that's being done to make it seem like it's actually just nothing, and then they say, okay, well, look at what this all just because of one thing, just because of one taunt, just because of one bill that was passed, you're gonna go all crazy and say, oh, all this stuff like that. Oh, just because of this one rule. Like, if you would just take a step back and honestly see like the things that they do and the things that they say, okay? Like what's it? I think that one law, I think, stop and frisk. They were saying, what's his name, Trump specifically, either Trump or Biden, I forgot which one. They literally said that stop and frisk was the best law ever made because crime rate decreased exponentially, or I forgot the exact percentage, but they basically said the crime rate was diminished. All right, and then in actuality, yeah, they take that statistic and say, oh yeah, it was a good thing. But what they were actually doing was any person that they saw of a specific ethnic background, they would literally just stop them for no reason at all, but for no reason other than the fact that they were either, I believe it was the Hispanics, I believe, or maybe it might have been so-called black people. I'm not 100% sure. I do not remember, but it was basically that way where it was a terrible time for our people, but it was a great time. Oh yeah, good statistics. There's no crime and whatnot. All right, and again, they're transforming these what's the word, these events, and making it seem like it's a good thing, or the other person is the bad guy, or like they're saying, oh well, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans should just stop being freaking criminals. Okay, well, like, everything is literally set up to be against us. All right, like it is like there's no breathing. All right, and like we're just supposed to just shut up and take it. All right, like it just truly goes to show, and as well as what he's doing, or what he is saying it like this. So he said she destroyed his streak for 2 taunts. He's just saying that, okay, well, it's just a taunt. Literally, no one's getting hurt. It's just a taunt. No one's getting hurt. Blah blah blah. But the thing, as I had previously mentioned, early on in this video, it is used in a bully thing. It's kind of like, I guess, to a lesser degree, like trying to, what's the word? You calling someone a slur that is offensive. And this is the thing that I've actually heard. These people, they say, there was this one gamer or whatever who said he only got mad and he only used the N-word because he's trying to hurt that he was talking to, and then a bunch of people were saying, that the only reason why they're using these words is because they're trying to hurt the people. They're trying to get under their skin. Okay, it's not because they're racist and whatnot, but that's the thing, that they're actually trying to hurt them. All right, mentally, in this instance, in both instances of the racial slurs as well as taunting, they're trying to hurt them. All right, but how is because he's trying to hurt her, he's not the bully because he's taunting, because now he's taking it at the base level instead of what it was intended to do. Okay, at that point in time, and what its actual meaning behind it, they take away the meaning behind it, and then they put it at face value. Okay, this is the thing. This is the true, the true what's the word? The true explanation, I guess, or whatever, the true methods that they use in order to try to change things around. All right, Proverbs chapter 11, verse 21. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. All right. Now, it says, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished. The wicked are not going to be unpunished. Everything that they do, everything they have to answer for it, they have to pay for it. And in this case, okay, he like it's call along YAHAWAH because like this is a very beautiful thing to see. You know, when these pricks, okay, they have to answer for it because there's been instances from like with me, okay, I play video fighting games like that, all the time, and when someone does that to me, I do my best to try to turn up to Slocky. That was fucking cringe. I try to do my best to do better and actually destroy them, and sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But even in the instances when I don't, that's fine, because at the end of the day, let me get that, okay? Offend. I don't know why this thing is. Okay, Mark chapter 9, verse 42. And whosoever shall offend one of these little ones that believe in me, it is better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck and he were cast into the sea. Okay, so now, Slakia, I also want to talk about this. This is a lot to go over. The thing is, for me, when I am playing said fighting games, and there are people that taunt, okay, and I will say, not always is it a bad thing. Okay, I don't mind taunting. I do mind taunting. It does get on my get under my skin, and it also is very satisfying that when someone taunts me and then I win. I love it when that happens. But then I had spoken to my brother, okay, on it, and we spoke on it, and we said, hey, you know what? I hate when these damn demons, these pricks, okay, taunt me. Like, why is it that every time when I taunt back, I always lose? All right, now I just remembered because it happens to both of us. Okay, like they literally taunt. All right, and they taunt while I'm losing. I start to win. I'm about to win. I taunt back, and then for some reason I lose, and then I don't get the run back because they run away like a bunch of pussies. Okay, let me get this. This is the answer. In Proverbs, it should be in Proverbs. Yes, Proverbs 20 verse 22. Say not thou, I will recompense evil, but wait on the Most High, and He shall save thee. Okay, say not thou, I will recompense evil. All right, you can't, or we, Slakia, whatever, we cannot go around seeking to deliver judgment on to the people that offend us, onto our enemies and whatnot. You have to wait for the Lord to take care of it. Okay, so now the thing is, Slakia, Mark 9 verse 42, it said, whoever shall offend one of these little ones that believe in me. Okay, if someone is offending one of the elect, Yahawadah, we are of the elect. All right, if someone is offending them, then that means that it is better that they were that a millstone, like a rock, was hanged around their neck and they were tossed into the. It's better that happened to them rather than the judgment that they're going to face for offending the little ones. Okay, and this is the thing. That's the thing. That's the beautiful thing. Okay, because it truly makes you remember, hey, you know what? Just stop it. Anytime and every time someone offends you, not even just in, you know, like fighting games, but in life in general, because I know damn well people are going to be disrespectful to you, you know, in person. Okay, especially because we are Israel. All right. So because people are going to be offending you, okay, if you have faith, okay, the Lord will handle them. Okay, either if they will, he will he will handle them either immediately, or, you know, he's gonna make them suffer extra suffering, you know, when all hell breaks loose. Okay, would you rather? Okay, look, like, think about this. If you make an enemy, you have an enemy, right? Would you rather you just give them a slap on the wrist, or the Lord gives them a super slap on the wrist, for lack of a better term? The Lord will do so much more better and make it so much more worth your while if you just, you know, stayed your anger, calmed down, and didn't do anything. Okay, just wait on the Lord to, you know, deliver that judgment to them. All right. Job 27 verse 13. This is the portion of a wicked man with Yahweh, and the heritage of oppressors, which, I'm so glad I looked at I went back on this. Bully. Okay, in the definition, there are different what's it called, synonyms to bully, which is also oppressor. Okay, oppressor, or for noun, and oppress for verb. All right, and in that same sense, okay, we are, in all honesty, being bullied by the Edomites. Okay, Israel is being bullied by the Edomites. Okay, not just so-called blacks, so-called Hispanics, but all the Israelites together. Okay, let me get that, as a matter of fact, Slakia. Jeremiah 50 verse 33. Thus saith the Most High, thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go. So we're going to be oppressed we are oppressed together. All right, and in the past, now, hopefully Yahawadah very soon, not in the future. Okay, or it's going to end in a not so distant future. All right, but yeah, that's the thing. The word oppressor and bully are damn near the same thing. Okay, because a bully is someone who, you know, picks on someone that they know is vulnerable or they can't fight back, as well as an oppressor is someone that is, you know, quite literally just, you know, bullying someone. All right, it's literally the same thing. It's literally the same thing. All right, verse 14. If his children be multiplied, it is for the sword, and his offspring shall not be satisfied with bread. Those that remain of him shall be buried in death, and his widows shall not weep. Okay, so all their children are going to be murked. Okay, as in you know, put to death, and the men are going to be killed, and the women are going to be spoils. All right, just as they did with our women. Let me get this. It has been a long time since I brought this out. Isaiah chapter 14 verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. Okay, hey, and there was this one meme, a white girl reading the Bible, surprise. Like, there was this one meme that I think one Israelite, one brother or one Israelite did If I can find it. Hopefully this is my Instagram. Thank the Lord. There was one thing, I think it's this brother right here, where he posted it. It was incredibly funny. But because it definitely is some real stuff. It was basically this Edomite girl that was watching, or not watching, reading a Bible, and then she just got that surprised look on her face, like, what the fuck, this is in here. And a lot of times, just in general, when we're going out on the highways and byways, these people are not going to know, or not going to be familiar with, oh wow, this is actually in the Bible, because a majority of people not only don't read the Bible, but they also don't know what is in it, or know what it means. All right. Isaiah chapter 14 verse 2, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Most High for servants and handmaidens, and they shall take them captives whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressor. Okay, so just this is something to look forward to. It's, as the scriptures say, over our oppressors. All right, so yeah, all that, envying, as I had mentioned before, all that, I want to be like Esau. I want to be with Esau. I want to join hand in hand. Oh, peace, love, and unity with the enemy. All that stuff is, not what we should be looking forward to. And at the end of the day, we are supposed to, just take it, push through, be patient, and wait for the Lord to deliver us. All right. But but also at the same time, right here, YAHAWAH and His, I didn't put you in slavery, my forefathers did. Isaiah chapter 14 verse 21, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers. Okay, now look at the freaking look on her face with the with the Bible in her hand. Also, right here, we can also look at what the other ones say, just because I'm curious to see what it says. NLT, I think, New Living Translation. And what's the other, commonly used one? Kill this man's children. Isaiah chapter 14 verse 21 from the NLT. Kill this man's children, let them die because of their father's sin. They must not rise and conquer the earth, filling the world with their cities. Okay, NIV, I think that's commonly used. Isaiah chapter 14 verse 21, once again, NIV. Prepare a place to slaughter his children for the sins of their ancestors, they are not to rise up to inherit the land and cover the earth with their cities. Okay, so even not just the KJV, but different versions say the same thing. Okay, and I thought that this was particularly funny to see, to see her face, because that's definitely funny to see Esau in general, or people in general, be surprised to hear, oh, God isn't all love, and all the things that they like to state. All right, but with that, I will keep this here since that's funny. But with that, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto Yahawah, Bahashem, YAHAWASHI, Bahashem Rakakwadah. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And with that, I want to say Shalom.